Okay, here we go. I am Bobby with Heavenly Reminder Gifts. It is a spin-off of I originally started selling online. Turn this up a little bit. Started selling online 17 years ago, and started out with rag quilts, a vision to remember. You can find it on Etsy, and I have a blog under the same name. Started a long time ago, but recently, about 3 years ago, I started focusing, splitting my focus between the quilts and the handmade love that go into quilts with my love for God and for Christ. And that has come out in one form that we're going to do today is baptism towels. I have baptism towels for members of Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which I am a member of. And they are these CTR towels. I have other styles, other themes if you don't want to do CTR. Child of God, beloved son, beloved daughter. So there's lots of different styles for baptisms, missions, weddings, for youth, with youth, different youth themes and youth words that focus on all of those different aspects of my religion, and as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They, my new brand, I rebranded at the beginning of this year, this part of my brand to Heavenly Reminders, because I want everybody to know that heaven is here on earth, and that we get reminders daily, and we can create reminders of heaven and of God and our love of Jesus Christ. So this is the first one we're going to do. And then I have some that are more Christian based that go with all denominations, Catholic, Protestants, all of those different religions that I also am really coming to appreciate and love as I research more about each of those religions and learn more about how we are so similar in so many of our beliefs, and that the one true thing that really unites us is our love of Jesus Christ, and our love of God, and our desire to be better and to be more like Him. So as I've already embroidered these. Started out at 5 o'clock this morning with embroidering some towels. That pile of towels, I don't know if you can see them. Those ones are already all cleaned and ready to be shipped. I just need to box them up. I had to go out and find me a box out of my pile of boxes that I save for larger shipments. I like to do my best to not only be a good steward of people and to try to show people God's love for them through my actions, but also through our earth. I want to show respect to our earth and the gift that it is to us from our loving Heavenly Father. So in that part of my life, I save boxes and then you get them shipped back to you. Just trying to save our planet, just one little thing at a time, my little way of recycling. With having an online business, I get a lot of shipments in for a lot of just different products, and just living, right? Like, I love Subscribe and Save with Amazon. So every month, you get me some big boxes full of laundry detergent and dish soap and deodorant, all the fun stuff that adults buy these days regularly. So thank heavens for Amazon Subscribe and Save. Okay, so on each of these towels, when you embroider them, we put a stabilizer on them, and because the stabilizer helps the stitches stay where they're supposed to be and not sink into the fabric, but because towels are so fluffy and soft and not structured, we have to put another stabilizer. So we have the bottom stabilizer and we have the top stabilizer. The top one is a clear one, and so every towel I have to clean them up, clip any threads that the machine left for me. So nice of it. Sometimes it likes me and sometimes it's mad at me. It's just like my children. It's probably more user error, which is also probably my problem as a parent too, right? I'm learning at this process with my kids, just like I'm learning with being a woman that owns a business. But thankfully I get to run this business out of my home. This is my studio, that I exclusively work out of for heavenly reminders and a vision to remember. Okay, Miss Olivia's towel is ready to get packaged. I'll just set it over here first. And then we've got these towels to clean up. Now this is our gold cross, which I love. I grew up thinking that the cross was a bad thing, that we shouldn't even talk about it. We wanted to focus on Christ's resurrection and not his death, but his death is very meaningful. I mean, he sacrificed his entire life for us, and so I'm all about the cross these days. I love it, and I love what it represents, but I also love the resurrection. I'm so grateful that we can be resurrected, and that we can live with God again. So once again, just tidying up any loose threads we've got going on here from the machine. Making sure it's stitched out correctly, didn't miss anything. I'll get this stabilizer off. I use this cool little tool. I don't even know what it's called. It comes with, the first one I had came with my original Cricut, you know, the kind that had the cartridges. Yeah, I had those. That's how old I am. Don't feel old, but things are starting to date me. Anyways, so it came with that, and we have used it to grab this little bit of the clear stabilizer. It's the best little tool for that I've found. So much short so that I'm on eBay. I try to keep 2 or 3 of them on hand, and somehow they disappear. It's just like pens and pencils, right, in your house, and scissors and whatever else. It's always disappearing, especially when you have a large family. So then every time I can only find one, I try to get on eBay and see if I can find these fun little sets. I mean, this is really all I use it for, but it came in this. Anybody else remember this? Scissors. I don't know what this is. This will end up in my kitchen for my dishes. This will end up in the laser shed because we use those a lot with wood. And my favorite little tool. And then this little knife that I've never used. I mean, I've bought 3 or 4 of these things. Ruler. Anyways, they're kind of handy to have if you craft, but don't get on eBay. Don't find them because they're all for me. Because I keep losing things. So I'll just clean this up. If by chance I miss any of these pieces, which I'm sure that I do, don't try to, use the light to help our old eyes. And it's like the 4th time I've said that I'm old. I'm really not that old. But glare, whatever, different lighting. If I miss one, they just wash away. And the first time you wash it, so no biggie. But I don't want to send it to you with it. At least as much as I can. And sometimes I can't get them out from in between these little tiny spaces. I don't want to compromise the stitches by pulling on them too much. But they'll disappear if I miss them. So okay. Roll. Make sure I get all the random pieces. Give it the fill test. See if I fill any little pieces. Cool. Got it. Now other side. Trim all these little tails. It's easier to trim them before we pull the stabilizer off. That was a lesson that it took me a while to learn. Why? I don't know. You would think with all the years I've sewn and been around fabric and materials that I would have figured that out, but embroidery, even though it's still a machine that sews, stitches, I guess you could say. There's not a lot of crossover. There's a little bit of a curve for me to learn. But got it, and I enjoy it now. Took me a while, but I'm so grateful. Grateful I can continue to learn and do different things and expand my horizons. So that is what this little business has done for me. Mentally, not just, you know, physically. When my kids were little, it was my little escape to, oh, I gotta go work. You know, but I could work from home. So then I would go, you know, when I needed that little bit of a break. Go work. Now that my kids are all gone, school all day, and I get to be, I jokingly say I'm a part-time mom because my kids are at school for part of the day. I don't think you ever are a part-time mom, but I like to say it, right? But during those hours that they're gone, it gives me a purpose. I don't like to clean, though I do keep a pretty clean house, but I've learned mentally I need it more than anything that I perform better as a mom and wife and business owner. If my house is tidy, don't look too close because I'm not a good deep cleaner. I'm good at keeping the surface tidy. It's something I've had to learn a lot over the years. When we first got married, I don't think I cleaned my house for 3 years, and it's pretty, I look back and I'm so embarrassed that my house actually looked like that. But you live and learn, you grow, you change. Okay, so it's almost done. Pull off all the rest. Now, for those of you that may not know what CTR stands for, I think it's more of an old school saying, but it still is one of our favorite sayings for primary. But CTR stands for choose right. And that's really all we want, to encourage kids as they choose to start their covenant relationship with Christ, is that really their covenant relationship is just about choosing what's right, choosing what will bring you closer to Christ, being kind, loving people. Really, life is just about choices, right? So that's what the CTR symbol stands for. Now we got another cross towel. These towels are awesome as gifts. I'm not a frivolous kind of person. I used to think that I was. I'm not. I want things in my house to be functional and useful. If you give me something that's just going to sit on a shelf, it might end up at DI. And for those of you that aren't from Idaho, Utah, Arizona, DI is Deseret Industries, and it is our local little place to donate things, kind of like Goodwill. That's what I grew up with, is the donation places, DI. But I like practical. I like things that are useful. I like things that can serve multiple functions, but that are aesthetically pleasing as well. I mean, this towel is gorgeous, but it also represents something. So you hang it up in your bathroom, and every time you use it, you think about Christ and what He died for you and for me. And so not only is it pretty, and it's a thoughtful gift, but it's a gift that will remind them of Christ and that they've chosen to be on His path with Him. And I think that is true across all faiths. So it's just a little simple gift that will remind the receiver of heaven. Hence, Heavenly Reminders, the name of my brand. These little spaces are so tight. Sometimes it's a little challenging to get them out without pulling on the towel fibers. But thankfully, got our little hook. Okay, so if you're interested in these towels, you can find them at heavenlyremindergifts.com, and we have them, the CTR. That website is focused more on the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints faith. These cross towels you can find in our Etsy shop, Heavenly Reminder Gift, not gifts, because Etsy only allows so many characters. And I didn't check that before I rebranded everything. So it is what it is. Okay. You can find them there. These towels, all of the towels, are also available on Amazon. We are a seller on there. And the awesome thing for you guys, so I also make rag quilts, like I said before, and they are a labor of love. They take time. You have to cut the fabric out, lay the fabric out so that you make sure you're assembling it in the correct pattern and all of that, and then sew it and clip the raw edge seams and wash it and dry it and then clean it up and then ship it. So it's a 3-week process from start to finish on the rag quilts. But these, you order them, and typically I will ship them to you the next day. So depending on where you are in the United States, you could have your towel, depending on the shipping, shipping isn't a guarantee. We all know that UPS trucks get in accidents. We know that the postal service will sometimes go a little haywire. It's rare. After 17 years of being in business, it's rare, but it does happen. So that being said, you should have your towel in 2 to 3 business days. So you buy it today, they ship it tomorrow. So that would be Friday, so you should have it by Monday, maybe Tuesday, depending on where you are in the United States. If you're clear across the United States, over in like the East Coast, it may take 5 days. Just really depends, but we can do it pretty quick. I mean, you can go on our Etsy shop and see all of our reviews, and most of the reviews say amazing quality, super soft. As you can see, it's a big towel. This isn't just a little, hand towel, or one of the little, you go to Walmart and you get the cheap towels that are half this size, and they say that it's a full towel that, no adult would ever fit into, or even 8-year-old child, right? So you get a beautiful, large towel, shipped pretty quick. And it's a quality piece that they will use daily. Hopefully, I don't know if every 8-year-old in the world showers every day, because I know mine doesn't. But, you get it quick, you get quality. As you can see, take my time. This isn't just a quick process that, just throw it in, call it a day. We put a lot of time and effort into every order, whether you're purchasing from Vision to Remember or Heavenly Reminder Gifts. Okay, that is the last one. Okay, these 2 purple ones. Also, if you are like a primary teacher and you are looking to save a buck and you don't mind that you don't get them personalized, make sure on my website that you look for the bulk towels. They also are that way on Amazon and on my Etsy shop, Heavenly Reminder Gifts or Gift. On Amazon, if you search AVTR Boutique, a Vision to Remember AVTR Boutique, you should be able to find anything that I sell on there. But you can get a discount by buying them in bulk. So we don't sell these because we want to make $1 million. So in the end, want to retire, whatever. But so I don't work for free, but I don't work to make money off the church, right? That's not ethical. But I do want to share my love of Christ with others. And this is one small way that I can, while also supporting my family and helping my family come to Christ in different ways. They learn how to work, they learn how to help. We work together as a family, kind of like President Oaks' talk in conference. So, if you're looking for non-personalized, we have them in sets of 2. And you can buy them up to like 12 at a pretty good discount. So this blue, they're all blue, beautiful. Got those ready this morning. Now grab our big bags and a medium bag. There are 2 purple ones in here. Our cute little card. Put this on your fridge. It has a cute little quote. Every good gift and every perfect gift comes from above. This is from James 1:17. So if you are Christian and you don't want to be related to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints faith, which I think we are all brothers and sisters, so we can be kind to each other. Just remember, you're loved by God. Anyways, so it gives all of the information on there. So hang it on your fridge. Next time you need to reorder, it's there. It's cute. It's not a, one of those gaudy things that you have on your fridge. Okay, those are packed. Now, if we put these in opposite of each other, this is much thicker, we can pack them in a little bit tighter. Because the fun thing about shipping things is the smaller the total area, the less cost. So once again, don't try not to make $1 million off of you. Try to save money for everybody by being efficient and effective. Okay, 6 light blue CTR towels. Heading to the primary summer night. Because this is not heavy. I think technically heavy is like 20, 30 pounds. This is a little over 10. Although sometimes I want to leave them on there just so that the postman, when they go to pick it up, they squat down good so they're not on their back and then go whoop. But, I'd have to record that in order to get the name and value from it. That would not be very nice of me. So as you notice, towels are bagged, protected from anything getting to them, ruining them. And here's our label. Next one. These ones are all going like this. Let me double check, make sure they're not priority. Okay. So we have Emilio first. As I have space when I'm cutting out stuff in the laser shed, I cut little keychains for you if I have the extra space for them. Get out of those little bag tags, hang them up. A little reminder of Jesus. Alright, Mr. Emilio. Christ. So we've got a different style. First card. Double bag. Keep them protected. And Olivia. And Tyler. Okay, once again, you can find these at heavenlyremindergifts.com. If you would rather buy on Amazon, if you'd rather buy on Etsy, I'm on both of those places, Amazon, ABTR Boutique, and Etsy, Etsy is Heavenly Reminder Gift, not gifts, .etsy.com. So thank you for following along and helping me pack up my orders today.